Hi, this is VALLALA KRISHNA MURTHY, School Assistant English from ZPHS Boys Manakondur. In this video, we are going to discuss how to write paper 1 discourse, that is interview. Here is the question. Nick Vujicic visits Hyderabad to deliver a motivational speech at Ravindra Bharati. Now prepare an imaginary interview with Nick. You cannot find such information directly in the textbook, but you can gather information from the textbook relevant to the question. It is a common complaint from the students that whatever they read or by heart is not asked in the exam. Here we have to understand the philosophy of CCE. Suppose you are able to read or write 50 answers, you should be able to answer the question number 51. And important thing is that you should be open to the questions, not the answers. 50 ఆన్సర్లు చదివిన తర్వాత 51 చేయగలగాలి. ఆ నాలెడ్జ్తో ఆన్సర్ రాయగలగాలి. అది సీసీలో ఉన్నటువంటి ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి పాయింట్. అండ్ దానికోసం చిన్నగా ప్రతి లెసన్ నుంచి మనం సినాప్సిస్ రాసుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ యాటిట్యూడ్ ఈజ్ ఆల్టిట్యూడ్ లెసన్ నుంచి మనం సినాప్సిస్ రాసినాం మెయిన్ పాయింట్స్. Nick Vujicic was born as a torso, a rare medical condition called as phocomelia. His father taught him swimming when he was 18 months old. His mother made a plastic device to hold things. His parents sent him to mainstream school. He has an electric wheelchair for his mobility. He was bullied at school by his friends. Once he drowned himself in bathtub to commit suicide, but the attempt was unsuccessful. When he was 13, he read a newspaper article about a disabled person helping others. Then he decided to dedicate his life to give hope to others. Then he became a motivational speaker. He is able to play football, golf, and do 360-degree spin in surfing. It is a biography, and I learned from him that we should not give up at a defeat. If you write such a synopsis, you can attempt question number 1 from the in paper 1, and also attempt all types of discourses if you have this synopsis in your mind of every unit. So try to write the main points, bullet points, main points of all the lessons, and thereby you should have in your pocket the information relevant to write the questions asked or the unexpected questions asked in the examinations. You think about this and write. Here is the interview. Reporter: good morning, sir. Nick Vujicic: very good morning. Reporter: how are you, sir? Nick: I am fine, thank you. Reporter: welcome to our studio. Nick: thank you. Reporter says, congratulations for your successful tour to Hyderabad. Nick says, thank you very much. Reporter asks, how was the response at Ravindra Bharati? Nick: it was a tremendous response. Reporter: what are your hobbies? Nick's response: swimming, surfing, and playing football were my hobbies. If you look at all these expressions, 6 to 7 expressions are used in day-to-day life conversation and can be used in writing interview of any person of any field. These are the common expressions you can use and score marks in writing interview. These are common things you should keep in mind for any interview of any person of any field. ఏ రంగంలో ఉన్న వ్యక్తిని ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేయాలన్నా కూడా ఈ క్వశ్చన్స్ యూజ్ అవుతాయి మనకు. ఇంకా మనకు క్వశ్చన్లో అడిగినట్టుగా ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్తో క్వశ్చన్స్ తయారు చేయాలి ఇంటర్వ్యూలో. రిపోర్టర్: హౌ డూ యూ మూవ్ ఫ్రమ్ వన్ ప్లేస్ టు అదర్? I have an electric wheelchair, Nick says. Reporter: how did your mother help you? My mother made a special plastic device to hold things. How did your father help you? My father taught me swimming and other sports. Reporter: who inspired you? Nick says, a disabled person in newspaper article inspired me. Reporter: how did it change your life? After reading newspaper article, I decided to give hope to others by becoming a motivational speaker. Reporter, what is your message to the youth? If you fail, try again and again. Reporter, thank you very much for giving this interview. And Nick says, you are most welcome. And these questions you can take, these points, expressions you can take from the question itself or from our synapses. Here are some model questions that can be asked in the examination regarding our topic interview. Uh, Here are such expected questions on interview from Unit 2. Imaginary interview with Abel Meriwether after his second marriage. Unit 3. Imaginary interview with writer after leaving for his job at the city. Unit 4. Imaginary interview with Gaston Roberts about character sketch of Satyajit Ray. Unit 5. Imaginary interview with Bayaji about his post-retirement plans, or interview with Bayaji's eldest son about his future plans. Unit 6. Interview with Wangari Maathai about her efforts of reforestation. Unit 7. Interview with Abdul Kalam about his childhood. Unit 8. Interview with writer about the experience of the game played by the two children, and try to write these interviews using the synapses. First of all, make this write down the synapses of all the lessons and try to write the interview and send it to your teacher or directly to me for evaluation. Use the points that are there in the lesson and don't get panicked regarding the examinations. You can do well if you utilize the time left, and all the best to all the students who are preparing for SSC examinations of 2020. And this is Vallala Krishna Murthy signing off.